The grass is totally wet. No, I haven't mowed the lawn in probably 3 weeks. So I could finish the greenhouse. Yes, the roses and the bushes need trimming. Things have gotten out of hand. I have focused on that greenhouse. More than focused, I lived in that greenhouse. Today, hopefully, the Cub Cadet will start, and we'll use the wagon to haul tomatoes and other vegetables up to the house. Some of it will go into the pantry shed, some of it will go into the house. But we need to get the garden harvested. Well, the tomatoes, there's going to be a lot of green. We were so late in the year, but there's a lot of ripe tomatoes too. The hard part is picking these when everything is so wet. And we'll have to dig for the good tomatoes because they're the ones that are buried in there, of course. We do it every year, or every year we have a garden. There's going to be a lot of tomatoes. The raised bed worked out really well considering how late in the year it was. Squash has, that's acorn squash over there, and there's quite a few on. Really happy about that. Cucumbers, oh my gosh, there's lots of cucumbers. And the celery, I think I should be cutting the celery here pretty soon. We let everything else pretty much go to seed. We'll collect those seeds. And yes, we've put up more blackberries this year than we have in the past. Apples, unfortunately, were buggy. I didn't have very many apples. In one of my videos, I showed the apples that Barton found, and I thought, oh my, if only I'd have sprayed anyhow. I didn't think I had any. So we won't have any apples this year. We will have banana squash this year. There's at least 2 good-sized ones, and a number of butternut. The butternut is kind of spread around, and I will be harvesting our butternut here real soon. The melons, we already started eating the cantaloupe, and there's a number of them too. We'll have a pretty good batch of melons this year. Yeah, there's a couple more watermelons. I think there's one right down there, and there's right underneath there, and they've gotten a little bigger. They're better. Cucumbers, yeah, these are the markets. Market Moors or the straight eights. I'm not sure which one it is, but there's quite a few. We will not be short of cucumbers, and there's no reason why I can't pickle some cucumbers because there's quite a few. To get things going, isn't that beautiful? Now those are orange tomatoes that are from M.I. Gardner, and they have a very good flavor. I really like them. I can't tell you the exact name because my memory doesn't work that way. And this is what I do every year. I just let it go, and we eat the first ones. We harvest the first ones. Oh my, there's a giant in there. Harvest has started. I picked about 7 crates, and they're a mix of some small, more size of brandywine, you know, a little bigger, much bigger. There's quite a few of them in there that are bigger, but lots of them about the softball size off a couple of plants. And then the larger ones. Now you'll notice that the orange ones did pretty good. I think there was 3 plants, and they're ripe enough that I damaged them, some of them, because they were so soft. As they get older, their vine gets really tough. So if you're growing these orange ones from M.I. Gardner, you want to pick them when they're, you know, just turning orange, and where they're more firm, because we're gone for a week, and then I worked on the greenhouse, so I did not get those picked when they should have been picked. But I'm telling you that they melt in your mouth. They're very juicy. They're tasty. It's hard to complain about a tomato that's that good. There's a number of larger ones as well. I have only done one side of one row, and then I wrapped around the 3 plants of the orange. So I have most of my 3 rows to do yet. Now there's a lot of green, and those green, I don't know they'll make it, but we'll pick them and we'll put them in our shed, and we will eat them, and as many as we can. And but sounds like Ann and her friend may be doing some canning this week, so tomorrow, if I can, I'm going to get out there and pick some more and try to keep a wagon load for these ladies. But I would say there's 4 there, 2 here make 6, and then these 2 halves make 7. So that's about 7 cratefuls. And it sounds like Barton wants to set these on a scale and weigh them. He really likes to know how many pounds of tomatoes we produced. And to me, it's like as late as when you plant at the end of towards the end of June, you're very fortunate. You're very fortunate in Zone 6 to get this kind of a harvest. But we've done it a number of years, so I'm going to say sometime in October or towards the end of September, we're in trouble because it probably will frost. And once it bites, once it freezes, we're done. So from San Hao Homestead, there is a lot of food in the pantry. Hey folks, we'll see you at supper time.